Welcome, everyone, to the HorrorCast, episode 63. I am your host, Matrix Lloyd 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
And I'm showing some one love to the horror cast.
All right. So speaking of love, going to review, first of all, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies that I just finished watching. I was in a horror kick this weekend, so I watched also Fright Night 2, supposed to be the sequel to the David Tennant one, but it was kind of a reboot, but just called 2. But first I'm going to go with Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Went into it knowing that it failed, okay, and that people said it was stupid and everything. Now,
didn't it get a sequel?
No, not yet.
I thought it.
Well, what I didn't realize was, while it was stupid at first, like, it kind of changed. And it was like over 2 hours. Like, I'm like, wasn't even expecting that. And I'm like, okay. It looked like 5 different people kind of wrote it.
Oh, no.
So I could see where they were like, going to go in one direction, then they went in this direction, but for the most part, I have to say, and people are going to be shocked by this, I actually genuinely enjoyed it. Now, I enjoyed the Game of Thrones people, Charles Dance, and was it Leah Headley? She plays Cersei in Game of Thrones. I thought she was fantastic. I thought all the actresses were fantastic, and the actors. But I did have a problem with, this is very difficult to say, I wasn't really crazy about Matt Smith's character.
Was he flat in his acting?
I really love Matt Smith, don't get me wrong, with Doctor.
He was flat in his acting.
This is very difficult. He was sort of like a Nardole character, I guess. I mean, he was just trying to be funny and not funny.
They could have, in other words, they could have left him out, and you wouldn't even.
You really wouldn't have noticed it, to tell you the truth. And then he was a priest all of a sudden too, marrying people. So I'm like, I wasn't really. I'm sorry, Matt Smith. I mean, I really didn't like your performance in, was that River Run or something? And yeah, I wasn't enjoying this one either. I do apologize. I love you, man. But anyway, I liked the movie overall. And then I was shocked to find, I was like, you know what? I always, stay after the credits. And sure enough, there was a mid-credit scene and an after-credit scene. Mid-credit scene where there is supposed to be a cliffhanger, sequel. So I'm like, okay, how is that going to happen if the movie bombs? Alrighty then. And then at the end, after the credits, they showed like making of and stuff like that.
Yeah. There was a movie several years ago called Buckaroo Banzai, and they did like
30 years ago.
Yeah, 30 years ago, and I thought it was just a play. They had this little coming next. I thought that was just like a play on. They were just doing like a play thing, and come to find out there was supposed to be a sequel.
It was supposed to be, and this may still be, actually, believe it or not. But I know it failed, but is it possible they can? I'm wondering.
Yeah, a lot of times that's what they'll do. Is it may go straight to video. Because that's what they'll do sometimes.
I really hope it's the same actors and actresses. So I'm going to say I want a Pride and Prejudice and Zombies 2. I don't know if it's going to happen, but why not? You know what? Try again. Maybe people will catch on. No, I would put it in the theaters again. But you know what? I mean, it was kind of like, I think they said they were afraid to show gore. So maybe that's where the problem was. That they would kind of like trying to do a zombie movie, but you didn't really see anything.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why people got pissed off. But these zombies talk, though.
Oh, no.
These zombies talk and are intelligent. They're just falling apart.
It might end up be like a sleeper hit, like What's the Rocky Horror?
I honestly think if they give it another chance, I think that when they released it, they released all these cool movies and crazy blockbusters, and they got lost. They got caught in the. I honestly think they should try again. Now I'm also going to review now, so I give it a thumbs up. I didn't say it was great. I said it was good. I liked it.
Yep.
It was passable. Barely though, but I liked. Now here's the thing. I know Fright Night. It's the guy vampire, and then Fright Night 2 is supposed to be his sister. From the originals. And I know that they wanted to make a sequel with David Tennant and all that, but they said that it was a box office bomb. So in this case, they did go direct to video, and they made a sequel, but it wasn't really a sequel. It was only in name only a 2, but it wasn't. It was a reboot, totally done. New Charlie Brewster, new Amy, new, evil Eddie, whatever, totally new, and they started it where the girl was a female. And I got to say that I thought it was good. I wasn't crazy about Peter Vincent because he hardly appeared.
Yeah.
And I kind of felt, well, how could you have Fright Night if you hardly have Peter Vincent? Like, I didn't understand that. The whole purpose is supposed to be Charlie and Peter Vincent's team. And it didn't seem like that. It just seemed like, oh, we're going to call it Fright Night and same name of the characters, but it's not really. So if there is a sequel to that one, which I think there should be, I'm not convinced she's dead, by the way, then I think that they should keep the same cast. And I know that was done a couple of years ago, but it was good. I mean, passable. I liked it. I usually say if I flat out hate something.
Yeah, same here.
And I'm okay with them doing the sequel to that one too.
You know how I felt with Unfriended. You heard how much I just liked that thing. Oh, gee. I mean, that's one that's really.
And that's getting a sequel.
Yeah, sadly, I can't see how it sucked so bad.
Well, me and Sharon were talking about that, right? I hate it where you can't see what they're typing. Like the words are so fast that they're showing like a text and showing like a Skype or whatever talks.
Yeah.
Same thing we had a problem with Fear the Walking Dead. The subtitles were in white.
Because I went to Fear, because I think either the first or second time you mentioned that, I went to either their Facebook or Twitter page, and I mentioned that, saying that we're having difficulties reading because you got white on white. They never did get back to me.
Right. And then there's also the fact that in Scream this season, they show it like so light and so fast. You have to basically stick your face in the friggin' screen to watch what. So I have no idea what they're texting each other, or like when the Scream guy is texting Audrey or whoever. I don't know what the hell is happening. So I'm like, oh, okay. You can't really enjoy it as much. So if you could just like show it as big as life somehow, that But anyway, I am enjoying this season of Scream, but this season of Scream is different than last season of Scream. Last season of Scream, the killer is killing somebody like every episode, basically. This one, they don't even know the killer's around. I mean, one of the people is keeping it quiet, and you don't even know he killed one of the main casts already. And it's like they're kind of like doing a take off of all the horror movies. Yeah. Where like they named the first episode, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and the second episode, Psycho, and next episode, something with Basement Toe also, and now there's gonna be like a Carrie thing, which I don't know if I'm gonna start liking that, because Scream is Scream, so now you're getting into stupidity. Yeah. I mean, it works for those movies, but don't start throwing in this. Don't try to be like Scream Queens, where they're trying to do stuff like that. Yeah. So we'll see, but so far I'm enjoying the season. There's not a lot of killing though. So hopefully that changes, because I'm getting, there got to be some killing soon. I mean, that's a horror movie. We want some killing on that one. They talk to each other to death. God. I mean, basically it's having the killers like threaten the lady in this one, and it's like, there's no killing. I'm like, come on already. It's like, no, I'm really going to kill you. No, I'm really going to kill you. No, but it's like, oh, kill him already. It's like, kill him already. No, it's like, come on now. I saw one main cast member die. I think another one might have. I'm not sure, but let's go. Let's go. So, now, we heard some news about the new Friday the 13th. And I'm not sure if I am happy with this idea. Supposedly, they're going to show Pamela Voorhees and her son Jason both killing together at the same time. Now, are they going to dare say that he was killing people too, and then he drowned, and then he still
that's what's I thought was kind of odd, is the fact that she was killing people because
correct,
because the directors weren't watching him. So,
or is it the fact that when he dies, he comes back because of her witchcraft or whatever, and they both kill people? I don't know, but I don't know if I'm really happy with that for a reboot.
Yeah,
I'm happy if they're going to reboot it and they want to show more about Camp Counselor days and all that, okay. And then she would be the killer, obviously, not him. But they don't want to have a Friday the 13th where he's not in a hockey mask. I mean, so that's – then you have to fast forward it when he's older and then kill. But she dies already, so I really don't know how that's going to work. Unless, of course, like when the lady saw the mother drag her into the lake, that was real, possibly, because maybe she's a witch. I don't know. Not sure. I don't really understand why they're making a huge deal story-wise with this, where it's been delayed for 2 years. So I'm a little worried. About it. Hopefully it turns out okay. I'm kind of annoyed that there's this other show that, as you know, we were supposed to have a Friday the 13th CW or a Friday the 13th somewhere on TV. And I guess these companies didn't get the rights to it, so they're trying to do their own
version.
Spoof. Instead of Camp Crystal Lake, it's Camp Stillwater. I'm like, oh, come on. Really?
We got Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Killer Sleepaway Camp / Friday 13th. I'm not going to watch that. That's ridiculous. Just, you couldn't get it, you couldn't get it. It's,
That's how I felt. Well, that's pretty much how I felt about, sadly, the update of the Tomorrow People. The original I saw a few episodes I loved. I watched like 2 episodes of the updated version. I just couldn't get into it.
Now, we got some crazy news to report about The Conjuring 2. I read 2 articles today that somebody died watching The Conjuring 2. But they left it out to the very end that the guy was having a heart attack or pains before he went to the movies. And he went to the movies, and then he died. And here's another story. They took the body to whatever, and the body disappeared, and the guy disappeared. Now, I don't know. This makes me think that the whole article is bull crap. Okay?
It sounds
like crap to me. And then there was this other story about how in the middle of the movie, I don't know if it's because they played the real tapes of the real-life case, and it possessed some lady in the movie theater. She's screaming like a lunatic. I don't watch that video yet. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Really? That's absurd.
I smell BS. I'm sorry.
I honestly think that.
But
first of all, you don't need to create bull crap because the movie's a success. It's getting a sequel and 2 spinoffs. So why even bother? But I guess some people need to do that.
What I loved about it, I know it's going to sound like a spoiler. What I loved about that.
Don't really spoil it because I'm going to watch it.
Okay. There is going to be.
I will watch it, and we will talk on the next one.
Okay.
It's a cool thing.
Watch it because there's going to be 2 tape scenes, and it will make perfect sense after you see the second one. And second half, and it is
perfect, right? You really enjoyed it, though, right?
Yes, I did because I loved the first one.
Yes, me too.
First Conjuring I loved, and then this second one's like, oh yeah,
and it's better, right?
Yes.
Wow, that's very rare, though. That's very rare.
Yeah. Annabelle, I can't see how they could get a sequel to it, but I wasn't.
See, now, I liked it, though. I went into it
but I wasn't.
At first, I didn't like it, but then as it went on to the next half, I liked it. So, we'll see. I mean,
Insidious 3, I'm glad I caught it on I were near land, because if I saw that thing at the Dollars movie, I would thought.
There's an Insidious 4, though, coming out, right?
Yeah, there's going to be an Insidious 4, but I saw Insidious 3 on my near land.
No.
It wasn't. It just didn't grab me as much as the last two did.
Right. We also got a Resident Evil coming up. I guess that's in January, right?
Yeah, and that's a total reboot, if I remember right.
We got a new Halloween.
Oh, no, that's the last one. My bad.
Yeah, we got a new Halloween also now. The new Halloween, I'm not really sure what he's going to do. Supposedly, it's going to be connected to the previous series, but I don't know which movies they're going to count, which ones they're not. I'm guessing they're counting 1 and 2, but then I would hope they would count 4 and 5 maybe.
They may hint. If they want to do it, then at least hint to those other 2, but have it directly tied to the 3 and 4.
I mean, if they left out H2O and Halloween Resurrection, I'd be happy, because of the Halloween series, I actually like the least movies is Halloween H2O and Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. Totally horrible. That's what I felt. I really felt that Halloween H2O kind of ruined it even more than
that was supposed to have been the 20th anniversary.
Because they basically said that Halloween 4 and 5 and 6 didn't happen, which I'd be okay if 6 didn't happen, but he basically made it that those 2 characters died, but then she left behind a daughter. This was like years she had a daughter, and then they died, and whatever. So, well, we're going to have to see what movies count and what movies don't. Of course, Rob Zombie's movies don't count. They're alternate reality, whatever you say.
There's much alternate reality like the new.
That's the Ghostbusters.
Which
we still have to see how that's going to do, the new Ghostbusters. Yeah. Would you say Star Trek?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of timelines there. What else did I want to say? Any word on Chucky? Did you hear anything?
Nothing. I've been looking for anything next to everything.
I've been trying to see what's going on with Chucky. I mean, I guess it's going to go direct to DVD again, but that was a success, though, actually.
So. Yeah, because I know I saw the first one or second one. I know I missed out on the first one. I know I saw the second one, but...
And we're also supposed to get Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2 in October, I believe, right?
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be good.
And we're going to have Lee Majors as his dad.
That's going to be amazing.
That is, yes.
We also know that we got another season of Scream Queens, I guess, got it picked up also, which I didn't really watch that too much. American Horror Story, we're going to have another. That's going to be pretty cool. I'm kind of behind on my Penny Dreadful. Shame on me. Me and Sharon are going to get caught up probably this week. And today all day I was editing my book. So I know people were trying to talk to me throughout the day, but if I keep putting it off, it's never going to be done. So I do apologize to anybody. But I was heavily working on that. And Sharon was giving me a hand too. So it was pretty interesting. So I think this is going to be the best one. So we'll see. All right. On that note, we'll be back with a different type of podcast. So take care. Bye for now.